This one's kind of messy in my head already, so let me just spill it the way it comes out. We're talking about General Hospital spoilers for Monday, March 30. And yeah, things are not going to stay cute for long. Not even close. First off, Chase. Man, Harrison Chase finally getting what he's been wanting this whole time a kid. Like, that whole I just want a family, something real vibe he's been carrying, it's about to hit him full force. And yeah, on paper, it sounds wholesome. He and Brooklyn Quartermain stepping in to adopt Delilah's daughter, that should be a win, right? But nah, this is GH, nothing stays clean. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, cool, Chase gets his dream, but at what cost though? Because every time this show gives someone happiness, it's like a setup, a trap. Like, here you go, now watch it burn. And I can't shake this feeling. The biological father, yeah, he's not gone. Not permanently. He's gonna show up. Probably at the worst possible time too. That's how these things always play out. You build a whole emotional foundation, then boom, some dude walks in like, that's my kid. And legally, emotionally, that wrecks everything. Chase ain't built for that kind of chaos either. He's the type who needs things to be right, to be moral, to be structured. And this situation, nah. This is messy, unpredictable, kinda ugly if you look at it too long. But here's where my brain really starts going sideways a bit. What if Chase screws it up himself? Yeah, I'm talking about him possibly cheating with Willow Tate. I know, it sounds wild, maybe even a reach, but at the same time, it kind of fits that weird GH energy, you know? Like, they celebrate adopting a child, emotions running high, everything's intense, people drinking, crying, hugging too long, and then one bad decision just slips in. Not planned, not logical, just impulsive, dumb. And Chase? He's not perfect. People keep acting like he's some golden boy, but nah, dude's cracked before. He's capable of messing up big. And if that happens, Brooklyn is not forgiving that. Not even a little bit. She might act tough, sarcastic, throw shade, but cheating? That's a hard line. Especially after building a family together. That kind of betrayal hits different. It's not just you hurt me, it's you destroyed what we were building. So, yeah, I can totally see their relationship spiraling. Arguments that don't even make sense anymore. Just yelling, half-finished sentences, doors slamming, that kind of vibe. And honestly, there's a lesson in there somewhere. Like, you can want something so badly, a family, stability, a love, but if you don't have discipline, if you don't control yourself in the moment, you lose it anyway. Simple, brutal, real. Now, flipping over to Dante, and this is where things get kinda tense. Dante Falconeri is starting to think, and that's dangerous. Because at first, everything looked wrapped up nicely. Jason confessed, case closed, right? Except, nah, something feels off. And then there's Britt Westbourne, she was there at the scene. That already complicates things. Even if she didn't pull the trigger, she's connected. But what really gets me is that detailed Britt hearing Rocco Falconeri's voice while she was unconscious. Like, that's not something you just ignore. That's the kind of clue that sits in the back of your brain, nagging at you. You try to dismiss it, but it keeps coming back like, hey, something ain't right here. And Dante? He's the type who will chase that feeling. Also, Jason's behavior, suspicious as hell. Jason Morgan doesn't just surrender. That's not who he is. The dude survives everything, fights everything, and now suddenly he's just like, yeah, I did it, take me in. Nah, I don't buy it. Dante doesn't buy it either. And that moment where Jason dropped the gun without resistance, that's huge. That's not fear, that's intentional. Almost like he wanted to get caught. Which leads to the bigger question, who is he protecting? And yeah, it circles right back to Rocco. Now this part, it gets uncomfortable. Because if Dante starts digging, he's going to reach Rocco eventually. There's no way around it. And Rocco, he's a kid. He's not built to carry that kind of secret. Fear does weird things to people, especially kids. He might crack, say something he shouldn't, or worse, say just enough to make everything explode. And imagine Dante realizing his own son might be involved. That's not just a plot twist, that's a psychological breakdown waiting to happen. Like, what do you even do in that situation? you're a cop, you're a father. You can't be both at the same time without destroying one side. There's no clean choice there. None. And then there's the darker angle, Britt and Jocelyn. Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things could get ugly. Jocelyn Jacks stepping in, possibly helping Britt, making sure Cullum doesn't wake up again. Whether it's poison, a blade, doesn't even matter. The intention is the same. Permanent silence. And yeah, before anyone twists it, this is fiction, obviously. But still, the idea of it, it says something. It shows how far characters are willing to go when they feel cornered. People like to think morality is fixed, like I would never do that. But put someone under enough pressure, enough fear, things shift. Lines blur. Jocelyn doing something like that, it's extreme, yeah. But also, not impossible in this kind of narrative. And if she does, that changes her forever. You don't just walk that off. Now, let's talk about Turner and Sonny, because that situation is low-key simmering. Sonny Corinthos might be charming, yeah, smooth, convincing when he wants to be, but Turner, she's not dumb. She might feel the pull. Sure, that weird attraction thing happens all the time in these stories, but she's not buying the act fully. Not even close. She still sees him as what he is, a mob boss. And once that label sticks in your head, everything he says sounds like a lie, or at least half a lie. So when she asks about Marco, about the attack, she's not just making conversation, she's probing, testing him. And Sonny denying it, that doesn't clear him. If anything, it makes her dig deeper. Because here's the thing, trust isn't built on words in this world. It's built on patterns. And Sonny's pattern? Violence, manipulation, control. So, yeah, Turner's going to keep pushing quietly, maybe, but steadily. And she might start connecting dots between Sonny and Jason, especially with Cullum's situation. Two powerful men, one victim, too convenient. And then Willow. This part feels sneaky, calculated. She sees Jasper Sidwell vulnerable, grieving, off balance. And instead of stepping back, she steps in, not emotionally, strategically. Like she's thinking, this is my moment. Building trust while someone is weak, that's not kindness, that's positioning. And I'm not saying she's evil or whatever, but there's something off about it, opportunistic. And if she starts handling Sidwell's business, even temporarily, that's a slippery slope. Because once you get involved in that world, the shady deals, the quiet crimes, the don't ask questions money, it doesn't just let you go. You adapt slowly. You justify things you wouldn't before. And before you even realize it, you're part of it. So yeah, stepping back and looking at all this, it's not just random drama. It's patterns. People wanting something, love, family, control, truth, and then making choices that completely sabotage those goals. Chase wants a family, risks losing it through betrayal. Dante wants justice might destroy his own family finding it. Jocelyn wants control, might cross a line she can't come back from. Willow wants stability, walks into something dangerous. It's kinda ironic. Or tragic. Or both. Like the show keeps saying, you don't lose things because the world takes them from you. You lose them because of what you do when you finally have them. And yeah, that's the part that sticks with me the most. Not the shootings, not the secrets, but the choices. The small ones. The impulsive ones. The just this once decisions. Those are the ones that wreck everything. Anyway, that's how I'm seeing it right now. Might be wrong on some parts, sure. But if even half of this plays out, yeah, it's going to get real messy, real fast.